Hello, and welcome back to my psychology class. So I've recorded this video, and everything was off. Not everything, but I tried to film in the corner of my room, and I didn't like it, okay? I can't handle change. Also, the audio was off because I tried to record with my headphones. You don't care, right? I'm wearing this coat because I'm cold. It's cold in my room, and also it's -5 degrees Celsius. It's Celsius, right? Europe. This video, I wanted to make it for a really long time. It's been maybe 2 weeks since I started writing about it and the topic of it, because I wouldn't say scared. I wasn't scared because I was a bit confused, and then I got to the bottom of it, maybe. But I want to talk about rebrands online and why are people so obsessed with rebranding their entire lives. People talk about rebrands like every December, and I've noticed this for 2 years now. It started with a joke, but now it's no longer a joke. I've noticed that people want to rebrand, and the style or brand they've been currently frolicking in has worn off. It's normal to strive for goals and changes and exciting things in the new year, like changing your hair, maybe doing something different with your makeup, or doing a closet clean out. That's human. However, in online spaces, people want a 180, a drastic change, a rebrand to fulfill the gaps in their life that they don't wish to explore. This lack of knowledge of oneself really shows and creeps around an individual who consumes in order to find the spark they really desperately want. I think this rebrand people seek is just another trend. Branding yourself has become huge, specifically on TikTok, with the extravagant aesthetics that came out of that whole pandemic era. It had a big impact on users in 2020 from the age of 18 to the early 20s. The aesthetics have now evolved into lifestyles that are easily emulated if you have money. When you're easily influenced, you usually don't think twice about what you're buying, and the easily influenced tend to not have a personal preference. Speaking from past experiences, when you're young, it's easy to get persuaded by the algorithm. The algorithm knows you best. It's what it's trained to do, so it will push out content that it wants you to see and that it thinks you might want to see. So now this trend of a rebrand is being pushed to young and vulnerable women who want to change. This vulnerability and uncertainty is what makes a person indulge in trends. And when the excitement of the indulgence wears off, the person craves more of it. So it perpetuates the cycle of endless consumption, all to fulfill a hole that is left like a wound. Everyone has heard of the phrase of putting a band-aid over a bullet hole, providing temporary solution for a serious problem, and that's what I think this rebrand trend is. This year, I was in a horrible mental space. I hated my own reflection. I was lost within my identity, and I saw a video of a person talking about low self-esteem and ways to fix it. One of them being, get to know yourself, write what you like and dislike, saying to start from the beginning, basically. I did the task of reintroducing me to me, and I got to know my style and personality a lot better in the last 2 years. But that simple task of getting to know myself has stayed with me for months. And since then, I've been in the pursuit of my true identity more than I've ever been. So if you are thinking of a rebrand that contains rigid planning and fleeting adjustments, I would recommend to sit down, slow down, write everything you love, your likes and dislikes, kind of like a child's diary. This is a journey to fix what a trend cannot. Only you can. Another thing I've noticed is people love to categorize themselves within this core, this aesthetic. I also think that the more you try to construct an identity, the less you are going to progress in finding one. Self-discovery isn't urgent. It's not linear, it's a process. It goes through your entire life. You don't need to be this set person that you are now through your entire life. It's a process that will change as you change, because we're not stagnant, we're human beings, we change. It takes time to find yourself, and it's going to be difficult in an oversaturated world full of artificial personalities. Sit in silence, be bored, think of people you find comfort in, your favorite color. Do you prefer coffee or tea? What's your favorite dessert? Think about the conversations you want to have and what's on your mind right now. Write it down on paper and put it in your wallet. You are allowed to slow down. I want to talk about journaling because so many people in these rebrands say like, you should journal. Okay, what is journaling though? Because nobody wants to explain it, I will. Journaling has helped me immensely with my depression, so I think I can speak about it more in depth. When people hear the word journaling, they get scared because they immediately think of writing prose into a leather notebook, which couldn't be further from the truth. There's this picture on Pinterest where it says, how to stop trying to convince your journal you're cool. And it's fitting for this segment. The point of journaling is to write down what you feel and how you feel. It helps release the pressure of emotions in your brain, and it helps you breathe. It can ease the pain, truly. Maybe like a prompt would be helpful. You can start by writing, today I feel blank. Now you can expand on that by writing what you want to do that day, today, or what happened last week, how it made you feel. And it's not difficult. It shouldn't be. There's pressure put on us as a society with journaling because we might think someone might read it, so we need to sound as poetic as possible. Also, the difference between writing in your notes app and writing in pen and paper but notebook is huge, at least for me. When you write with pen on paper, you engage your brain more and you think about what you are writing, which can't really happen with typing. Also, a phone is constantly on you and you can't detach the notes app from your hand. But with a diary or journal, you can leave it anywhere. But there's the luxury and beauty of the detachment you can have from the journal. And then you can come back to it whenever you feel crazy. I would recommend buying like an A5 size notebook, just a basic thing. There's no need for moleskin journals. You should be comfortable with your journal and not fearful of it. So find a pen you like and write anything. After journaling for almost 2 years now, sometimes I still don't know where to start, but I remember that simple and digestible sentences are also a very valid expression of emotions. So yeah, I hope if you take anything from this video is to journal. Conclusion: it's not human to rebrand, to push yourself to achieve mere greatness just to dispose of it in a few months. Humans aren't brands, and treating yourself as such will leave you internally unfulfilled. Change is natural, organic, and it can't be pushed. We evolve through human experiences. Don't strip yourself away from them. Don't ignore your skin, your agency, by forcing unnecessary and incessant change. Treasure the highs and lows. The brain you have when it's unaltered and quiet. Your flesh, your bones, and your core fascinations. Everything on the inside will eventually show on the outside. You just have to face yourself. Thank you for watching this video. And that's it for today. You should like this video, subscribe, comment literally anything you want, what you think about this topic. If you've seen the videos I've seen, your opinions, anything. Also, thank you so much for 500 subscribers. Thank you so much. I'm really excited. Happy New Year to everyone. And yeah, start journaling. Bye!